Before we begin the training, there is something that I want to show you before we start. Sometimes our students used to face some challenges, which are some petty mistakes that they do, but they don't see those mistakes, and it's highly difficult to identify those errors. It could be that you have followed everything, you entered everything, and at the end you won't be getting the result that you are expecting. You will be struggling to go through your work, searching for what is actually wrong with your work, and you will still not find what the mistake is. So before we begin, there is some petty mistakes that some of you do that you will not see. So some of the mistakes that you need to take note of is the spelling mistake. So you need to check for the spellings of each letter, whether the letter start with capital letter or small letter. You should pay attention to all those things, and also how the format too should be. You shouldn't miss any letter. You can enter everything, but if you miss a single letter, whether the thing is contacts and you add s to it to make it contacts, is another word that you have given. And you know this one is programming that you are working on, is language, programming language. So the moment you entered a different word, it will not detect that this is the word that you actually want to um, type. So they should consider you that this is the letter that you want to type. This one you are working on programming. So the moment um, the word is singular and you make it plural, it will sound a different language. So you won't get the expected results. So in this context, I will show you some of the mistakes some of you do that makes you struggle in the course of the training. So one is this. For instance, we have. So in this context, I will show you some example. So this is the preview of my work. So it's the search bar that I want to show you how it will be if you miss any of the letter. So the search bar is at the right corner of the web page. So the moment I go to my web my HTML document, this is in the code for the search bar. So when I misspell the letter, here you could see the letter is what? It starts with capital S, the search. So the moment I misspell it or change the capital S to small s, the search bar will be shifted towards the left side. So I will do it for you to see. So yeah, this one, when I deleted the S, you could see that what? It has been shifted to the what? The left side. At the same time, when I what? Type small letter S, it will still be what? Maintained at the left side of the web page. So this one, it could be that you have given the correct spelling of the letters and also um, the keys and the tools, but you will still not get the expected results. This could be that you miss any of the letter, or you change some of the letter to caps or small. The moment you change those things, it will have what if impact on your web page, and it won't give you the results that you need to get. So these are some of the petty mistakes that you need to pay attention to. So here I'm going to change the small letter s to capital S. So here when I change it to capital S, you will see it has been shifted to the right corner of the web page. And at the same time, when I go to my CSS document too, so this is the CSS document. That one too, if I change any letter or sign, it will also give me what? Wrong results. So here I'll just remove this dot for you to see. You could see that when I remove the dot s dot before the search, you will see it has what be shifted to what the right corner of the left corner of the web page. But let me bring the dot for you to see again. So you could see it has also been shifted to the right. So that's how the thing be like. So any letter and symbol is what important. You are working with code, so you need to pay attention to these petty mistakes. It can be that you will do everything, but because of this small dot, you will just be struggling. You will be going through over your work, and you will be going through over and over, and you will still not find what is actually wrong with your work. And if care is not taken, you might be frustrated because you might think that you have done everything right, but you are still not getting the results. So that's how the thing be like. So any little mistake can punish you. It can make you frustrated. You will do everything all right, but because of small mistake that you do, you will be struggling with it and you can't move on. So that's how the thing is. So you need to pay attention to these petty mistakes. I said earlier on that this one you are working with code. This is coding. So any letter or symbol that you put in your work will what give you some results. So the app will automatically detect that this is what you are actually working on. So please, in order for you not to get confused, please, anytime that you are working on HTML or CSS, please make sure you follow the pattern that we are giving to you. So wherever we get to, please make sure you take your time. You can even screenshot it, then compare where you've gotten to and also hours, that if your format of your document follows or it align with ours. If you are finding any challenge, make sure you compare those things and see. It might be that you miss a letter or a symbol somewhere. That is why you can't proceed. So you need to pay attention to these petty mistakes. They are not difficult, but this small mistake can punish you and you're not able to proceed. So you need to pay attention to these ones. So without wasting my time, let's get started. Hello, welcome once again to our channel. In today's video, we'll teach you how to create a web page like this. Gradually, we are building a website. So this just the beginning. So you apply all those that you learned previously. So you apply the basics here, the navigation bar, forms and the other stuff. So if you haven't watched any of our video, please make sure you do so, because you will apply all those concepts here. So make sure you learn those ones, else you'll find it difficult to follow. So we'll start by creating our page. So I'll click on new file, then enter the name of my new document, but please make sure this one you save your work as a project, because we are building on it gradually. So wherever you get to, please make sure you save your work, because we are building on a project and we are going to break the videos into part 1, part 2, part 3. So wherever we get to, we'll pause, then the next day we'll continue on from there. So in order not for the work to be make difficult for you, please make sure you save your work, so that anytime that we are building on the project, we just continue from where we got last time, so that the work will be make easier for you. So please make sure you save your work. This work that you are working on, make sure you save it in a separate folder, so that you won't struggle much to follow the lesson. So after creating the document for the CSS and the HTML, as usual, I will type the exclamation mark, then press enter to give me the format. So here what I'm going to do is to link the CSS to the HTML as we used to do. I will link it, and to do that, I'll type link right after the word title. I'll type link, then REL, then equal quotation mark star sheet HREF blah blah blah. So that's this thing. The format for linking CSS document with HTML. So that's how it be. So yeah, I will just enter after the href equal exclamation mark quotation mark, you enter the name of your CSS file. We've already taught you. So if you haven't watched the video on how to link the CSS document to HTML, please make sure you do so, because if you are not able to link the CSS document to the HTML, you won't be able to use the CSS to modify your HTML document. So that is that. So make sure your thing you link it after the the title. So after the title, press enter, then you type greater than link ref star sheet blah blah blah. So that's that. So here I'm going to enter some word, then test. Use the HTML to modify it and see if is my HTML has been actually linked with the CSS, because there are some times that you might think your CSS has been linked with the HTML, but because of some small mistake, you might do it several times and it won't work. So it is advisable that anytime you link your HTML with a CSS, you try and see if it has actually been linked to the HTML document before you proceed. Don't finish the whole work then go and use the CSS to do. There are sometimes that you might miss some of the letters and you will not see until you finish the whole thing, and you'll be struggling to find what the problem is. So in order for the work not to be difficult for you, make sure you go by what I'm telling you. So here I'm going to change the color and see. So here you can see my CSS has been linked with the HTML. So that is that. So right now we can proceed. So I'll delete everything, then go on with my project. So I'll delete this test. I was actually trying to see if my HTML has been linked with the CSS. So that's that. It's not anything difficult. So right now what I'm going to do is to enter div greater than div, then the class, so here I'm creating the menu bar. On my HTML document or web page, you could see there was a menu bar. Anytime you are creating a website, you create a menu bar. Your title, so the title is document, and here I'm creating the menu bar. So to create the menu bar, you enter the greater than div class equal menu, then you press enter, then you type another div class, then nav bar. So this is the navigation bar. So please make sure your work follow the same format as my own. Let your format be the same as my own. Don't miss any letter. If you misplace or misspell any letter, you struggle, and your distance, you won't get the expected results. So make sure you follow the same pattern. So here I'm going to create a navigation list. So to create a navigation list, you enter UL. You enter UL, then it will give you the open and the closing tag. So after that, you press on the enter key, then you type navigation list, which is the LI. So please make sure your your work follow the same format as my own. So this is the format for navigation list. So that's what I'm showing to you on the screen. So make sure it follow the same pattern. Don't miss any letter or symbol. If it is small letter, please make sure maintain small letter. If it is capital, maintain the capital letter. The moment you misspell any word or miss any symbol or letter, you will not get the expected results, even though you might enter everything correct, but because you will miss a symbol or you interchange a letter, you will be struggling to get the expected results. You will be going through your work over and over, and you still not see what is actually wrong with your work. So a small mistake can punish you. So make sure you open your eyes well, then you do the right thing. So after I'm done typing this format, I'll copy and paste. That's what I'll use for the rest. So please make sure your work follow the same pattern. The moment you get the first one wrong, everything will be wrong. You will not get the rest because it's the first one that you are using to get the others. So you are deriving the others from the first one. So the moment you get or you misspell the first one, it will affect the other ones. So please make sure you open your eyes well. So as I was saying, I'll copy and paste or duplicate to create the other one. So it's just a matter of me changing the home to about, design, service, contact, and minimal. So make sure you get the first one correct. The moment you misspell or miss any symbol, it will affect the other one. So make sure your follow the same pattern as this. So that is that. So right now I'm done for the navigation list. So I'll go to my CSS document, then use it to modify my navigation list to create the menu bar. So that's that. So first you enter body, then watch bracket, then you set for the background image. So here I'll upload my own background. So background image, then you type URL, then you click on this URL, close and open bracket. So here we've already taught you how to import image on your web page. So first of all, make sure you save your the background or the picture that you want to upload on your web page in the folder that you are saving your HTML or CSS document. Make sure you save that picture over there, and you name it in such a way that you can enter the name over there. So I'll open it with Visual Studio Code. You right click, then you select open with Visual Studio Code, and the name is pic.jpg. as I was saying, make sure you name it in such a way that when you are typing the name you won't struggle much. And there are some that carries long name, so it's up to you to rename it. So that's that. So here you could see the background has been uploaded on my web page. So right now I'm going to position it and also set for the size and the other stuff. So I'll set for background repeat. So I don't want the background to be repeated, so background repeat, then I select no repeat, then also type background position. So for the position I'll center it, I'll select center. So this is how I want it to be. Then so I'll preview my work for you to see. So this is how the outcome be like. This one for the body of my test, if you want to search for font style, this one is not Microsoft Word that you have to select font style or something. Here in programming, if you want to search for font style, you enter font family. So the moment you enter font family, you will see the different kinds of font style over there. So you see the Arial, Times New Roman, Impact, and many more. So I'll go to the menu. So the menu, this one, you enter dot menu. Don't forget to bring the dot. As I was saying, if you miss any letter or symbol, you won't get the expected result. So whether it is dot, whether it is comma, whether it is full stop, whether it is open bracket, whether it is close bracket, please don't forget to bring those things. They are all important. You are working on coding, so any letter or symbol that you type there will give you results. So don't forget to bring all those things. Open your eyes well, then do the writing. So I'll enter width, height, float. So for the float, I'll set it to left, then press enter. So the color for the menu, I'll set white color. I'll type UL float, then click on left. Then display. For the display to I'll choose inline flex. So the moment I choose inline flex, you could see they are being aligned horizontally. So that's how it be like. So you type UL, then open bracket, float display, then you select inline flex, then you type justify content. So for the justify content, I'll click on center, then the align items. You enter align dash items, you select center. So on your phone, make sure you bring the dash and the other stuff. On the PC, the moment you enter the first letter, it will give you the other option, so you won't struggle much to enter the full word. But on phone, it won't give you the option, so you have to enter everything word by word. So that's that. I'll move on to the next one. So that one will be on the letter. So UL, then you give a space LI, then the list star. You select list star, and the list star is none. And you enter margin left 70 pixels. Then margin button, okay, I'll type margin top. So I'm shifting this thing, the navigation list, so I want to position it to the left side and also move it. I want it to align with the arrival, so it's up to you to set for the position. So you use this thing, the margin left and the margin top, so you use that one to set for the position. So since I want to move it top and down, that one you use negative for that. If you want to move it down, it's positive. So I'm done for today's work. So make sure you position it, use the margin left and the margin top to position your navigation list. So up to this point, if you are not getting something like this, please make sure you go back and go to your work. So that's all for today. At the end, okay, that's all for today's video. So up to this point, if you are not getting something like this, you have to go back and go to your work and see if there is something wrong somewhere. Check the letters and the symbols if everything is all right. We'll continue on from this part. As I was saying, we are building on a project, so we are building small